What if the best way to strengthen memory isn't rereading or reviewing our notes or a text, but rather racking our brains to remember what we've learned? Retrieval practice is one of the best known yet most overlooked teaching strategies for helping students to embed new learning into long-term memory. Despite more than a century of research that shows quizzing ourselves on new learning is one of the best ways to build lasting memory, classroom quizzes are often relegated to an occasional practice that has more to do with grading than learning. That's because every act of retrieval reactivates and reinforces learning. Each recall attempt signals our brains to produce a substance called myelin that strengthens the neural connections that form that new learning. Moreover, simply reviewing what we've learned can create the illusion of knowing. What we're looking at looks familiar to us, so we assume we know it, when in fact we have yet to fully commit it to memory. Keep in mind, it's not about testing for grades, it's about quizzing as part of the learning process. Retrieval practice, or in simple terms, quizzing to remember, is about providing students with opportunities to practice and reflect on their learning to help them strengthen the neural connections that make that knowledge more accessible later. Here are a few tips for implementing this strategy in your classroom. Quiz more and grade less. Keep the quizzes brief and low pressure. Focus on the recall and practice aspect of the quiz, not the grades. For example, at the beginning or end of a history lesson, you might ask students to write down 3 causes of the American Revolution without looking at their notes or books. Always include quick feedback. Retrieval plus reflection is what drives mastery. Give students the correct answers immediately after the quiz so they can correct their thinking and ask questions to clarify misunderstandings. And also vary the timing and format of your recall. Space the retrieval practice activities out over time and mix in some game-style activities with more standard-style quizzes. Decades of research shows that retrieval practice transforms memory from a fragile trace into lasting knowledge. By making recall a regular habit, you can help your students not just remember for the test, but remember for life.